So today I'm going to show you one of my finished projects, which is my ammo can stove. Okay, so if you kept up to date with my channel, you saw a couple days ago I posted a video on some new projects I've been working on. Well, this is one of them. And this is a project I've been waiting to build for a while. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. I finally got enough free time and kind of sketched everything out on how I wanted to build this after watching a lot of build videos. And I did it over the last couple of weeks, and that's why there's not a build video, because I did this over the last couple of weeks, a little bit at a time, and there's tons of those videos online. I'm going to show you some things that I did for this for me, and you're free to choose different methods, whatever works for you. If you guys have suggestions or upgrades, feel free to post them. But we're going to start right here. This is the door. This door is just a piece of sheet steel. I think it was, I don't know, $2 at Home Depot. Put a little latch on it, put a hinge on it. Pretty simple design. The latch is nothing more than a regular door latch. This is its hinge. I'm going to turn this sideways so you can see that. This is normally, that would go through there. But because I don't have a lot of room here, I decided to drill this out and turn that into my hook. So I kind of had to do that on the fly. But you push the door in, pick it up, push it through, and it's done. And that stays nice and closed. It's nice and tight. I even kind of molded the metal a little bit because this can was a little bit off. So I kind of hammered the metal into place so it's a seal. I drilled 4 holes here for some air. I didn't put a damper on it yet. I may not. It seemed to work. I test burned it the other day. It seemed to work pretty well. For the top. Oh, wait, let me do the legs first. For the legs, I just used bolts. Okay, these are, I think, 6-inch bolts on the inside here. I'm going to open this up so I can show you. On the inside here, I have a couple pieces of steel just to keep it from burning too hot. I just bolted them in with bolts and a washer on either side, and a screw and a bolt, a nut and a bolt either side. 6-inch, that's far enough off the ground. I did have a little time leveling it, because even though I put all the bolts at the same level, I still had to level it out because the bolts themselves were a little bit off. But it's all leveled out. As for the top, this is where some interesting things came into play. Okay? You can see here I got my little hole for my chimney. Okay? I'm going to try and get some light on that so you can see it. You'll notice it's just a piece of 2-inch pipe, threaded pipe, with a washer on either side of it. Originally, I used something similar to this, but what happened was it was zinc. And for my first burn-in yesterday, I ended up melting and getting a nice big blob of molten zinc, and my chimney fell off. So 2 things out of that. First of all, don't use zinc in anything that's going to get really hot. Second of all, if you ever run out of lead and you have to mold some bullets, you can always use zinc. Okay, for the chimney, just a piece of tubing. This probably won't fully show up on the camera, but you'll be able to see it when we take it outside and burn it in. Inside here, instead of having to mess with this every time with the band and tightening it down, I just put a 2-inch pipe in there, and it's just threaded. So it literally screws right on. Of course, now it'll be difficult, but yeah, there you go. So it screws right on. It's real simple to operate. Eventually, I'll add a little more to that, but for now, that's more than enough for my uses. If I decided to get a tent that had a hole for a chimney or a smokestack, I'd definitely add something onto that. I have this here. I haven't used it yet. It's basically going to be my diffuser for now. Eventually, I'll put a spark arrestor and a cover over that, so if it's raining, the water doesn't get in. But for now, for here, this is good to go. So that's the quick tour of it. We're going to take it outside. I'm going to do a burn for you in it. It seems to work really well. So I'm going to chop up some wood, take you outside, and we'll do a quick little burn. All right, so we're outside. I got the fire going in it. I didn't start a huge fire in it because I don't want to wait forever for it to burn out. As you can see, we didn't do any fancy fire starting with this. I just took a piece of fat wood and a lighter. But as you can see, it seems to be burning pretty well. It is a little windy today, so it's blowing right in there and kind of creating almost like a volcano stove type effect. I'm going to poke around in there and try to move things around a little. I just chopped up one little piece of wood. That's the nice thing about this stove is it doesn't use a lot of wood. And I'm going to try to lift it up and see if you can see the smoke coming out of the smokestack. I don't know if that's visible. I can see a little bit. But it seems to be burning pretty clean. And that's pretty much it. And the nice part about this is it gives you a little area for your cook pots and stoves and stuff right there on top. And it definitely gets hot enough to do it. So there you go. And it's a pretty simple project. I mean, I didn't use any welding, any major power tools with this. Basically, I freehanded everything with a Dremel and some drill bits. So it's a pretty simple project. Pretty much anybody can do it. I'm going to actually pull up the camera again because now we're getting some smoke out of there, out of the chimney. I'm going to back up a little bit so you can catch the whole thing. There. Now again, I may add more to the chimney in the future. It seems to stay fairly well sealed. There's no smoke coming out of the stove itself. It's all self-contained. But now I got to search for a tent with a hole for a chimney because this would make a really nice small tent heater for camping in the winter. And that's pretty much the project. I'm thinking about possibly making some of these and selling them. They're not really expensive to make. It's pretty much just the cost of parts and time. I would definitely change a few methods, maybe get an angle grinder to cut the metal instead of a Dremel because that seemed to take a long time. But other than that, I'm really happy with it. So if you have any suggestions or comments or any ideas, please feel free to post them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like videos. Real simple. Lets us know we're doing a good job for you. And thanks for watching.